used to suck. Oh, yeah? No! He does suck. Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Transformers figure set. It's the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Bumble Grim set. So this is Bumblebee and Grimlock that crash combined together to make a Bumble Grim. Now, I feel like this is just leftover toys from RID because those are the sculpts, but let's check out the packaging. Alright, so here we have Bumble Grim in the packaging, and as you can see, it's the Buzzworthy Bumblebee from Target. We get some nice artwork, says Transformers. There he is, there's Grimlock, this side's got Bumblebee, and yeah, so there's the artwork, there's Bumble Grim right there, both combined. It's Buzzworthy Bumblebee, Grimlock on that side, and then, you know, we got Bumblebee over here, and back of the package, it kind of shows the two bots. You know, Grimlock and Bumblebee. We get the robots that combine into the one. Again, it's the Crash Combiners I think they've put together for Buzzworthy. They're just the RID figures in the Buzzworthy package, which I feel they've done this before. If so, leave a comment down below. So here we have Bumblebee and Grimlock out of the packaging, and I mean, they're okay. They're the little small Crash Combiners like we got from Toys R Us and Walmart and all the RID figures before. So nothing too terribly new here. They're pretty basic little itty-bitty figures, and I swear we've seen these two before. They definitely got the kind of G1 color schemes, especially Grimlock, so that's not too terribly bad, I suppose. So let's take a look at articulation on these figures. So here we got Bumblebee. Again, he's got that RID head sculpt. The arms move up and down like this. And yeah, that's really about it. They go up way high. Boop, and yeah, that's all the arms do. The feet do have a little bit of articulation, but that's really more for transformation. And that's about it for this guy right here. Now, Grimlock, he's about the same way. Again, robots in this guy's head. The arms move up and down. They go in and out. They're on a ball joint, and that's really about all the robot mode has. Just these ball-jointed arms, and yeah, that's all he's got. Now, as far as transformation goes, Bumblebee, you're going to flip his feet back around this way, and then you're going to push the arms in like that, and that's basically about it for the vehicle mode. I mean, it looks okay. It rolls really well. I'll give it that. We got the windshield on the car itself and the gray stripes. And then we got the spoiler on the back of the car itself. Now, the one thing I did forget to do is pull this down, put the head in. It doesn't impact the car itself, but it will impact transformation later into Bumble Grim. Alright, so let's take a look at Grimlock here. So we're going to take him, flip his panel down, if I can get my fingernail under it, flip his head back so we can hide that back there. And then we're going to pull his feet up to create his head like thus. And then we're going to kind of close this up a little bit. We want to then take his legs, spin them around like this, and pull them downward. Pull these little T-Rex arms down. Again, spin this leg this way. Connect that piece in the middle. Put his leg down like that. Let's get his tail back around. Got to pull it kind of around the connector bit. And then snap that together. Snap his head together. And that's it. There's the T-Rex mode. It's not all that great. I mean, you've got some movement in the little T-Rex arms right there. And then his legs have that ball joint. And that's really about it. I mean, it's a pretty craptastic T-Rex, but it is what it is. Alright, so the whole play gimmick is to combine these two together. So we're going to take Grimlock here, and we're going to move the arms back. We're going to split him open. We're going to turn his head back into a pair of feet. We're going to loosen up the tail, so we're going to get it off the connector bit up here, and then we're going to take these legs, split them apart, and then his upper legs, we're going to spin them around a bit. They're going to be kind of hanging dangly for a minute. We really kind of want to get them up to the waist here, but it's going to kind of be a little goofy as we go to combine them, so we're going to pull these up like this. Spin this one back around, and then get that up into place like thus. So get these there. So yeah, there we go. And then push these arms back. So this is going to be the front of the legs right here. Then we're going to take a Bumblebee, and we're going to take this black connector piece and connect it to the gold piece right here. So we're going to interconnect these guys. All right, so we're going to take the car and the T-Rex, we're going to pop it in, push it down, get them to interlock. The pieces are going to flip open like this. The arms are going to come down, bend the elbows forward on a Bumblebee, and there he is. It's Bumble Grim, and that's it. That's how they both interlock together. So yeah, this is obviously the play gimmick here. I mean, it looks okay. It's actually pretty stable. It connects really, really well between the two figures. He's got some movement on his shoulder, but that's for transformation. And then the arms move up and down at the elbow, and that's really about it as far as the articulation goes for Bumble Grim. So taking a closer look at the Bumblebee figure itself, it's a pretty basic type of figure. Very similar to a one-step type of figure. It's a little bit better built than that, I will say, though. It's pretty solid. Doesn't have a lot of articulation. The whole play gimmick is to connect it into the Grimlock figure, so it is what it is. And again, it's got that original RID design versus the Cyberverse Adventures designs, so it leads me to believe this was a leftover figure from a previous line that they re-released, since they're putting out the Dinobots Unite line specifically for the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line. And here we have a closer look at the Grimlock figure itself. Again, it's that RID design of a Crash Combiner, except this is in the G1 color scheme, which I do appreciate that. I think he looks better in robot mode than he does in the T-Rex mode, which is okay. And I know I've seen these two figures in other Combiner sets. I think this guy was combined with an Optimus Prime, and he was more in the red and blue colors at the time. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. At least it's in the G1 colors, and it's a solid built figure that kids are going to like to play with. Now, taking a closer look at the Bumble Grim figure himself, this is not a bad looking Bumblebee figure. It's nice and bulky. I wish we had some paint apps in the wheels, but is what it is. The head sculpt's a little bulkier. I love the big Autobot logo, the stripes, and the black paint on the chest. I think that all looks really good. The back of the figure doesn't look too bad at all for what it is. And, you know, for a little Crash Combiner, this thing actually looks pretty decent. Now, taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, it's sculpted pretty decent. We've got the Bumblebee connecting into the Grimlock. I do like how the elbows have a nice solid elbow joint. That's pretty cool. I wish it had a little bit more articulation, but I kind of get what it is. You know, it's a low-budget toy that's connecting into another one to make a bigger toy, and I suppose that works. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, it's basically Grimlock's body. The back is blatantly Grimlock's body without the head, and then the front of it's kind of the tail at the knee joints, and then he's got his little footies. It is what it is. It's nice. It's stable. I wish there was some articulation at the knees, but I guess you can't really ask for too much on a Crash Combiner. For comparison, here we have Bumble Grim next to a Bumble Swoop and Slugtron from the Cyberverse Dinobots Unite line, and he's about half the size they are. So they essentially took the old school Crash Combiners figures and increased the size, and they also increased the transformation and some of the articulation. So it's definitely an evolution of these figures looking at the newer ones. But I gotta say, I still feel like the old school Crash Combiner here from Buzzworthy Bumblebee feels a lot more solid together than the other two do, and the plastic feels a lot firmer and more durable. So is the Target exclusive Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee Crash Combiners Bumble Grim set something that you want in your Transformers collection? Well, this could be a very easy pass for most collectors. Now, if you're an RID and Cyberverse completist, this might be something you're after. If getting all the Buzzworthy Bumblebee stuff, maybe this is what you get. If you like the Crash Combiners, this is what you get. For the Fairweather fan, this is an easy pass, to be honest. I will say that this is a good figure for kids. It's durable, it's simple. You get two robots that transform into a car, a dinosaur, and combine into a bigger figure. So it's definitely that scale of toy, but it feels like it's about $5 too expensive to me. But that's, I guess, the world today. So if you're going to get this for you, great. If this doesn't hit your fancy, it's an easy pass, but the kids will like it for Christmas. So there he is, Bumble Grim from Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee. Hey guys, thanks for watching. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Be sure to click all the things, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell for new videos. And follow me on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links in the description below.